October 2025, just around 10:30 a.m. Central Time. I have vacuumed all the floors, did a full wipe down of the shower, but I found a new crack. Which I just don't understand how it got there, but it'd be like that, you know? So, anyways, I'm doing laundry. I changed the bed already. I'm very uncomfortable. I spend a lot of time on my elbows. Um, I sit until my legs start to go numb, and then I got to do something else. Cause that's dangerous. You can't let that go. It's funny how things are like that. I mean, any, trying person will find out. But for some reason, one might suspect that people are able to go through the motions anyways without stretching. And that's the great mystery of our time at this time. For a contemporary person at this time, the greatest mystery is that person so insulated and so arrogant that they are able to take credit for somebody else's work because it was done so swiftly or inconspicuously that they literally believe that, they're God's favorite, but it's actually the high level organization of someone else that they refuse to acknowledge. There's that. There is the mystery of our time. Did somebody agree to some grandiose scheme, some extreme situation because they were suicidal and they changed their mind along the way? Or are they that brash and that aggressive that they would force your hand into a dangerous situation? Or am I missing something big and they're too stupid to know it? Or too simpatico, oh, don't want to hurt your feelings. But this is not just a situational case. This is supposed to be indicative of a larger pattern at play. Okay? What we're talking about here, we're talking about large scale misinformation, and really it goes down to a very regressive, very sort of vindictive, and ultimately, sort of what's the word for like absolute, that, you know, someone would try to be bullish, that someone could effectively be bullish even in a life-threatening, even when they felt that they were being threatened to that degree. So not likely, you know, like if you're actually scared for your life, you really don't have bandwidth for anything else. So basically, they are failures at life, and effectively terrorists, because they're so blinded by their selfishness that they actually think that it's your fault because they didn't have a childhood or whatever. So it is what to call it, the, not the zeitgeist, not the, it's like a paradox. There's an aversion, a refusal to properly assess the nature of our society at this present day. People don't want to identify what's going on because they feel that they are more in control that way. But that's not an ethical perspective. So that's what a world. You want me to catch you up? If you think that you're gonna make off like a pretty princess or a special snowflake, then chances are that either you owe everyone a dissertation on your hard research regarding the differences, the intergalactic differences of regimes across, you know, freaking solar systems, or you're too selfish to admit that you're benefiting way more than you could possibly contribute or attribute to for the benefit of someone else. If you benefit like so much more that like you can't actually identify a way that someone else benefits from what you're doing, you're probably a sociopath. Okay. Very common today, actually. I don't know what I was gonna say. I really don't. It's a struggle. Something about being garish or gaudy. Gaudy. Hey, don't be precious about my sensibilities. You're not gonna hurt my feelings pretending like you have no idea what I'm talking about as Persephone talking about being Gaudy, gaudy. But never mind that, okay? Because Greeks wore togas, which are basically just bed sheets. So I need you to put on your thinking caps and stretch a little bit. If you don't know, now you know. I'm going for a certain kind of prototype aesthetic. Please spare me your your jealousy, because if you can manage to picture it, you know, good for you. This is not the cat concept, you know, where it's like, show me, you know, Noah's cat, you know what I mean? We're not doing that. What we're talking about here is a certain kind of, it's not brand recognition, it's subject recognition. And whether that be a pair of pants or, you know, a car or a house or, you know, whatever. It requires thematics, and it requires not prejudice, but it has to be intentional, specifically, exclusively intentional. Like, if you were gonna make a pair of pants for a clown, you would want to use that lovely checkered print that clowns like to wear. And, you know, you might put it in some primary colors, for example. We know this because we've been doing this. You understand? So I want to go all in on those kinds of things. Not because I'm trying to steal a clown's pants, but I'm trying to put them in a place where they are easy to find, which is on me. Yes, I do. I really do. I really do. I really want that. And for other things too, you know, it's not just about clown pants. But I've been into the clown aesthetic for a hot minute now. It's been a couple years. And I don't like clowns. I just like the clown clothes. It's not to hurt the clowns. I just basically, you think in your head, you think you know where to find that specific thing, like, you know, a yellow rain jacket, because it's so prototypical, it's so stereotype, it's so, you know, what's the word for, like, you know. But guess what? Getting it at Walmart's not gonna do, because Walmart does other stuff. You need someone who says, I'm the yellow rain jacket person. And they always know where to find the yellow rain jacket. So much so that they get to produce in their image because it is for that exclusivity. You understand what I'm saying? This is the difference. It's not just about specialization. It's not just about, you know, passion or, you know, being, I don't know, expensive or something. It's about continuously making space, holding space for that to exist in that way. It's not just about, you know, traditions, because you have to keep, it's not just about traditions. It's my dream that it's not because there's a problem that there's so many different models or shapes or sizes or whatever of things. That's not the problem, because ultimately there are certain kinds of, you know, frames and silhouettes to consider. So that's not the problem. Specifically, you know, I'm speaking as a 33-year-old young female. And so right now, you know, I don't have, you know, a personal atelier to make things exactly the way that I want them to. But it's not just about getting things made the way that I want them to. It's about, somebody almost died. It's about predictability and accessibility, and consistency, you know, and like basically there being a reputable source, and they're always, you know, listed in the yellow pages. You know, it's not just that there's a business doing it. It's that you know where to find them. That's what it's about.